Good evening, Juventini. We're right back at you again for the pre-match at Sampdoria tomorrow afternoon. Dash, what's going on, buddy?
I'm good. It's a Saturday afternoon. I don't really know why I'm talking like this. Just decided to do a different kind of opening because whatever. It's Saturday. Hey, everyone. Hi, Dave. Mr. Espresso guy.
I made myself a cappuccino.
You gotta, have the J on there. You gotta buy you one of those custom like J's where you just, put the foam in a J shape.
Oh, those are like printout things.
Yeah,
they're sheets. They're sheets. Yeah, and I'm lucky if I can get the heart thing there. That's pretty basic.
What's funny about that is a friend of mine on the IG. She posted herself getting a cappuccino, and I was like, "You're a Juventini. You don't have a J cappuccino. What the hell's the matter with you?" And she got one. Just in spite, got another one with a J on it and sent it to me. He's like, "Are you happy now?" And I'm like,
maybe it is a thing. Maybe there are people that know how to do it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
because there's lots of skill with that. So yeah, I've never actually seen it. I should check that out.
She's a Canadian. She lives in Toronto. So
yeah, well, I live out in the boonies. So I mean, I make the best coffee in the county. And my skills are pretty limited. So
a county of all 2 people.
Oh, there's probably like 40,000 people in the county.
It's a big
but it's redneck. You get outside the town, it's redneck.
Yeah, but like, what's a Canadian redneck?
It's a lot like an American redneck, just with a slightly different accent. It is. They're pretty similar.
So, like, I'm assuming that you guys are a lot nicer than the American rednecks.
No, I told you that's all a lie.
Really?
It's all a goddamn lie. Yeah, it's horrible. It's different, right? We'll just smile at you when we tell you to go fuck yourself.
It's like, "Oi, man, I just want to tell you to go fuck yourself there, eh? Coming here thinking it's like them Yanks down south, eh? But show you the way out real quick."
It's so regional because I've been to so many places in the States that the people are just so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Like the nicest people ever. So I mean, and I've told you, like, you go to Toronto, everyone's a douchebag. So it just depends where you are. It really does. Cities tend to have grumpier people because they're grumpier places because there's pollution and there's no sunshine and
there's pollution and no sunshine.
There's no trees. Every tree that's there is like artificially planted. It's weird. Cities are weird.
Welcome to Michigan. We only get like 150 days of sunlight because we just get overcast on overcast. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, we all have our things. How are you guys doing? How's life in your neck of the woods, as they say? I don't know, anything fun going down? Warming up. It's starting to warm up a little bit here.
So we had some fun yesterday. Kind of like a quick little segue / shameless plug. So Rav from Juventus News Live on Twitter helped film a banger with 5-shot of tequila. Farhad.
Is that how many he did? 5 shots of tequila.
He was pulling out glasses mid-pod. I'm like, where the hell are you getting all these glasses? He's like, bro, I'm in Mexico. I'm on vacation. Let's do it up. I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah. So the boss is on vacation. He still gave us a pod. If you haven't checked it out, episode 210, Dash producing that one, doing an excellent job. I gotta say, and I'm not just fluffing you here. It's probably the best sounding pod on the Turn Giants to date.
Yeah, producer Dash was in that bad boy. I Jamie'd the shit out of that podcast.
No hiccups, no mistakes. Everything just ran smoothly. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. If you guys have listened to the podcast in recent weeks, it's.
I was gonna say no unsynced audio.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. Needless to say, there's some people that are good at the technological aspect of things and some people that just need to be told what to do. So the people that know what to do took command. Let's just say that quality is back where it should be. Pod is great. No video. You might ask, why is there no video? Rav, that was request of Rav. He just didn't want to be seen. So yeah, anyways, video for the next one.
I mean, it's good for you guys because I know some of you folks listen to the pod while playing FIFA. So boom, made it audio for you guys because it would have just been on.
I did actually do that.
Yeah, see? I was like talking, it's funny because like Dave and I were talking about, I'm like, I wonder if we just do audio only just because, background noise, but we'll get some video ones on there. So no problem.
But so, first and foremost, I want to congratulate I said that funny. I want to congratulate the ladies today. The Juve woman team beat Inter Milan 2-1 in the semifinal, second leg. So that's an aggregate of 3-2 overall. We move on. Berlinstein with a brace, an early one and one in extra time. We will, and I'm being told, and this is from Kevin, because I mean he just bought tickets for the semifinal game. He asked about when the final for the Coppa Italia Women's is, and he said sometime in June. That's the word on the street. Anyways, not confirmed. So yeah, we have the women in the finals. We have the men in the semifinals against Inter again. So maybe a dual peat, double peat, repeat. I guess just repeat. Yeah, so that's awesome. The women have to face off against Roma, who were pretty far clear in the standings in the women's Serie A this year. So it's a 1-2 first versus second Coppa Italia final.
Well, you got to watch out because I heard Jose Mourinho might be at that game. He might
still get kicked out.
Yeah, he might. Could be. Just say he's gonna pull up 15 deep. Then show up there and just look at Julia Grosso and be like, Julia, I am the special one.
No, Julia's the special one. Man, she had some chances today as well. She put in another good shift. Unfortunately, none of them. She had a couple wide ones. One was really tight. It was, oh man, the skill sometimes. Her ability to dribble not only in the box but control the midfield as well. It's quite amazing. Love it. But Berenstain, the hero of the day.
You said controlling balls in tight spaces. I didn't want to laugh.
I mean, whatever. It is what it is. You spin that right up however you like.
I get it. Hey, it's one good thing I'm not wearing socks today.
I love, actually, that was an Easter egg. I don't think Fard had even got it in the podcast.
Yeah, because it was funny because Lucas brought, like, literally was like, yeah, what socks on? And I was just like, yeah. I'm like trying to maintain character too. And I was like trying to sit there just like, shit, yeah, he got me.
So if you guys didn't know, if you didn't catch that episode, I don't know. It was earlier in the week.
Was it a watch? I think it was a watch party. No.
There was 5 of us.
That's like,
anyways.
It was no, because what happened was during the Roma pregame, we were talking about wearing socks. And then we brought it back up during the watch party. So it's just been me.
It's an inside joke now.
It's outside. It's an everywhere joke. Apparently, I'm getting cooked for wearing socks.
Yeah, you have gotten cooked for wearing socks.
Yeah.
Are you wearing socks now?
No.
Okay.
I'm not wearing pants either.
Okay, the man does learn. This is good. This is all we can ask.
Yeah. Bones texts me on Twitter. He's like, "Hey man, you got to just show up to one of the live shows and not wear any pants." And I was like, "You sir, actually I can do that?" No.
Oh man, no. I wish he did. I wish he did. All right, let's get to some other important news. If you haven't already heard, Chiesa, he is fine. Yeah, a bit of muscle discomfort. He is going to be rested for this next game tomorrow against Samp, as well as Di Maria. Precautionary. Samp is 20th. We're going to get into it. It's on paper, it's an easy game. So if we can rest these players, anyways, they're getting rested. I don't want to. I mean, jump the gun too much, getting into the tactics and the lineup just yet. But so that's Chiesa, Di Maria. Sandro, however, is looking at after the international break. He has a low-grade lesion to the left thigh. So those are the injuries. The injury report from Freiburg. Yeah.
So you want to, and we'll do, I kind of want to start doing these now, but just picking up a random tweet or segment from Twitter,
yes.
Just do a segment where we can have a quick laugh.
Yeah, so let's do that because it's news heavy otherwise.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing, guys. So apparently we've got some Juventus team experts or some armchair GMs or armchair managers that I would like to call.
And beauty. Okay.
We're going to react to this 15-second video. Oh, we're going to have a blast here.
Okay. This is new to me, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I wanted to surprise you with it. All right, guys. So this person fixing Juventus. Let's go through. Let's get active.
TikTok. Okay.
All right.
I know it's good if it's TikTok.
So their first recommendation: buy Diego Jota for 60 million
pounds. We're talking pounds.
Yeah. So even more than 60. Pay more than 60 million for a guy that does not start at Liverpool.
Step one. Okay.
Step one.
I love this already.
Step 2. Sell Keane for 30 million pounds.
30 million pounds. Okay, just
Do
like
we not know how much that is in euros? That is almost give or take 35 million.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, okay, sure. We're playing FIFA. We're playing
Okay,
FIFA.
we're playing
Man. That's
FIFA.
what, yeah.
So we're gonna do the transfer grade rate the transfer grade after.
If you sell Keane for 30 million, that's a solid B.
You are the FIFA god if you can sell
No,
Keane
I wouldn't.
for over that.
No, for FIFA, like that's a B. Because they're pretty lenient. It's either, I mean, you either get an F or you get an A. If you kind of like screwed up a little bit, you get a B. They're pretty lenient. Nobody gets C's in that game.
Yep. Really?
But
I thought we got a C on one of the goalkeepers.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying.
Yeah,
I wasn't trying.
I gotcha.
All right. It's a C's you didn't try.
Yeah, I guess it's us doing better. Alrighty, so now step number 3. Sign Frankie de Jong for 70.
What? Why?
Sign Frankie de Jong. That solves all of our problems, guys. Frankie freaking de Jong.
Look at that cheap knockoff jersey he's wearing too. Jesus Christ.
That's step number 3 of saving Juventus. Step 4, and this one's my favorite. Sell Paredes for 30 million. Bro,
what?
We don't even own him.
You'd have to spend that much to sell him again.
We don't even own the guy.
This is amazing. I love it. Keep on going.
I'm like, what?
Jesus Christ.
And that's it. That's the
quick. That's it. We're done. That fixes Juve.
That's how we fix Juve. We're good now.
Are you okay? That's on TikTok?
It was on Twitter. Someone shared it on Twitter.
One of the guys, a joke to like flame him, right?
No.
Oh, no, man.
No, well, the guy kind of teased. He's like, so the comment says, buy De Jong? Bro, we can't even buy a bag of peanuts.
Okay, yeah. So he was making fun of it.
So, yeah, the comments were funny, too, because, like, the guy was like, my favorite is, like, the first comment that got upvoted was, sell Paredes? Like, we don't even own the guy.
Yeah, as Bones is saying here, it's anybody that knows the team more than just casually knows that Paredes is being loaned out. I mean, if you're gonna put content out on the internet, those are things you need to know. I'm just saying.
That it was just I saw it and I'm like, and now you're gonna be a segment on YouTube.
That's fucking amazing. I love it.
For me, it's just kind of like one of those things where I'm like, dude, you gotta be absolutely bonking me at this point. Like,
well, since you're there, do you have Locatelli's?
Locatelli's Twitter?
Yeah.
I can pull that up real quick.
Yeah, pull up Locatelli since we're at it. Because he had a baby boy, Theo.
He's a daddy.
Yeah, he is a daddy.
He's more than just Barella's daddy.
Yeah, that's it right there.
There we go.
Bam. Yeah.
So Manuel is officially a pops.
Yeah, so congrats. That's that was the 10th. Today's the 11th. Yeah, so yesterday.
Yeah, so he's scoring tomorrow because he's gonna score for mini Locatelli.
Man, he was pretty close. He was getting closer. From downtown. All of his shots from downtown. They're looking nice. There. Gaetano with the ciao ragazzi. Ciao Gaetano. Let's go.
All right. So I think one thing that I also kind of wanted to, we can just pull our news from Twitter real quick, just because they have like a bunch of things. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the new leaks of the 2023-2024 jersey.
Is that what that was?
That is what
I was wondering what that was. I just glossed over that because it looked ugly.
I think Beppe has both shots of it, so we're gonna share Beppe's Twitter if he has it. I love the memes that he's got for Napoli on his page, but
I did not. Oh, that's I don't know. I'm always kind of iffy with the new ones.
All right, this is just the front view.
Yeah, that is the only picture I've seen so far.
So it is a front view. This is going to be the 2023-2024 alleged. It's saying 90% accurate.
90%.
So
I don't like the yellow. The yellow has to be a placeholder.
I think,
and you can see even the stripes, like they're not even like they're very photoshopped on.
Yeah. Well, the thing is on the back. This I don't know why they don't have the back. Maybe they have the back on this one. No. Because what I thought was interesting on this, and credit goes to all Juve cast for sharing that.
Yeah, that's where I saw it, those guys.
Yeah. So the back is in yellow writing. So like you have
Now,
yellow on the shoulders, and then also
like
on
the
the
Del
back.
Piero, like the Del Piero on the wall.
Yeah, like the Del Piero on
I
the
like
wall.
that. That
See
I'm
if they
down
have.
for.
You know what? I'm gonna try to find the back shot, guys. So like, bear
Yeah,
with me
yeah,
here.
you are.
I caught myself there.
Okay, I'll hit off. I'll hit off a couple more news points here. In the news the past couple days here, the purchase obligation on the loan from Dragusin to Genoa was activated. Juventus received 5.5 million euro, but could receive an extra 800,000 more in bonuses if he achieves certain sporting goals. So, few million back in our pocket. I don't think that's good. I think that's decent. Get some money. We weren't going to use them.
Who?
Dragusin?
Oh yeah. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think we moved on from that.
Yeah, I forgot he was a player. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds terrible, but
Well, Genoa playing in Serie B, so you would not really hear him.
So I lied. I found the back shot.
You filthy liar.
I know.
Okay,
So
now
the back,
earlier leaks, they've talked about going with the panel on the back.
yeah.
So this kind of makes sense having the panel.
It doesn't look. The back doesn't look bad.
It's just, again, because it's so photoshopped, and you can tell that they're using separate layers. If anybody knows how these editors work, right? You layer things on top, and you can very clearly see that they started with this striped base. It's like a very generic design, probably like an Adidas generic design, and then they've slapped on different layers, like the black panel. Then they've slapped on the name and the number. Then they slapped on the J's on top of it, just like they've slapped on the stripes on the shoulder and neck there. You can get in close. You can see they're kind of floating a little bit.
Yeah. So guys, chat, what do you guys feel about the zebra-esque black stripes?
I think the photoshopping is really throwing this off. And I think it can look good, but if this is the exactly yellow that they're using, I'd be a little disappointed.
No, I gotcha.
It's just too very like, I chose the generic yellow color on the photo editor, kind of yellow.
Man, it's funny because we got I just got a notification. We got like 5 comments, and I guess they're like previous topics, so my comments aren't updating. Gaetano is saying, happy for Locatelli. At least the center did something with. At least the center did it with something this year, since he never manages to score.
Yeah, I'm not getting these comments either. Now that you mentioned it.
Switch from.
Yeah, now I have it.
Yeah, okay,
cool.
Now I have it. And then Kobiko says Beppe has it on his channel. Yeah, Beppe has the front. He didn't have the back. Oh, on his YouTube channel. That channel. And then Aguchi is talking about Drago skin. He says we could have used him considering Sandro plays the whole year as a center back. Bonucci is god awful.
Yeah,
I almost, the funny thing is like, so when I was reading this, Bonucci is god, and then I was like awful. Oh man. So,
God, yeah. You know what? If Gotti came to TFC, I would buy his shirt. I don't care.
He said Gotti. That is actually really funny. Gotti's TFC quality.
He is above TFC quality. That's how MLS defending
Gotti is a pylon. Oh, that's hilarious. And then Bone says, I don't mind the stripes. Gaetano says, is this the home shirt? I don't like it. And then KB says, what monstrosity is this of a kit?
Where's Frankie to defend this? Because he likes the orange kit.
Yeah.
Anybody that likes the orange kit is going to like this thing.
I like a lot the home shirt of this year.
This year's not bad. Do I?
This one.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like covered. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
So this one's, this is the front version for all y'all folks, and this is the back.
Yeah, and Anthony's saying it's not a great picture of it. So this is just the concept. I can see everywhere where it's just slapped on and not done the greatest.
Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna. What do you want to cover for the next topic? Because I was gonna use Rav's Twitter page, our good friend Rav, because he's got some stuff on the the
Yeah, sure.
papers, the documents, and stuff. So I'll pull that up
Actually,
if you
that
want to
was the
cover
next
something
thing.
briefly.
So,
Oh, that was the next thing. Cool.
Yeah, that was it. Let's bring it up.
We'll pull up our good friend Rav. So, guys, this is one of our friends, really good friends. We did the podcast with him yesterday. Juventus News Live. Rav, really good friend of us. So, oh, he had it here. I don't know why I had a hard time finding it.
It's right there.
I'm so dumb. All right. So, Rav posted it this morning. So, currently from the update. So, Gravina decided to appeal the TAR ruling about us getting that piece of paper, and then he appealed it to the Council of State. So, from our buddy Rav, the Council of State has rejected the request for suspension and sets the council chambers for the FIGC appeal on the Covisoc document for March 23rd. On Friday, the FIGC will have to deliver the card that's been kept secret to our defense.
So I love the translation and how they keep on using this term card. And I get how we use it as an analogy, like our playing card, like, oh, we're going to play the ace of diamonds. But they use it so literally in the translation. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this is he says, suck it. I agree, Van. And say Gravina. Gaetano's praying for the 15 points. KB's hoping for them 15 points coming back. Marian coming in saying, hey guys, are you going to be on the Twitch channel tomorrow? Yes, we will. Dave and I are broadcasting Sampdoria versus Juventus on the Twitch. So we will be on the Twitch and not on the YouTube. And unfortunately, we won't be getting stadium clips because Kevin is sick. So fortunately,
I guess it kind of works out that we're on the Twitch if Kevin's going to be sick. Yeah, if we had to choose a day. But he just got his tickets for the semifinal Copa. So
you mean for the final?
No, that was a typo. He meant the semifinal.
Oh, I thought
for
the Copa for the girls. I was like, huh.
I know, that's what two people had done that to me. My wife did that yesterday when I asked her if she fed the dogs. Text her and she said no. Is like, okay, I'll feed them when I get home. And she's like, I typed that wrong. How do you type yes into no? Like, what? What are you talking about? And Kevin today just forgot to say semi in front of the final. Oh yeah, I got the tickets to the finals. Like, what? I don't even know what the game's playing. How do you get the tickets?
Yeah, because we were like talking about it. Like we were talking about the WhatsApp about it right after the girls won, and Kevin's like, man, I should probably get tickets for that so I could go see it and stuff. And we're like, yeah, we don't know when it's gonna happen. So, and then he like texts back, I got tickets for the final, and we're like, what the hell? How do you get them so damn fast?
Yeah, like when are they playing? Like, what's the details? Like, oh, I meant semifinal. Well, thanks, Kevin.
So this is the one thing that I wanted to cover too. So they had until Friday to deliver that note card. So allegedly through Massimo Zampini, and this is from our friend Rav. Rav is saying that Juventus have received the note in the last, it's 1 o'clock, but a couple hours ago. So a lot of the projections are saying that Gravina is about to lose his job, or Serie A is about to look like a bunch of dumbasses. We don't know what's on that note. Nothing's been revealed what's on that note. But what we do know is Serie A tried desperately to prevent that note from getting sent to us.
Yeah. And apparently our name wasn't even on it when they were talking about, I didn't write them down, but it was Atalanta, Cremonese. There was like 5 other teams. And Juventus was actually allegedly not even written amongst those teams. They just kind of threw them in afterwards. So that's I think that's what's written or not written in the so-called note. But again, I haven't seen anything for sure. All speculation. So yeah, then that being said, I guess we should say too, before we kind of move on from that, is there's still the salary maneuver stuff. That can still screw us.
It could, but I don't know. I'm starting to find it as unlikely.
We'll see.
Because the thing is like, how does that give you a competitive advantage?
It allows you to have more buying power in the market, which could be more competitive.
Yeah, but it was done post-transfer market.
Yeah.
It was done, in between the time off that we had for the pandemic.
I can see, like, financially, if in the financial courts.
Yeah, of course. I would see it as like, you get sanctioned X amount of dollars or something like that. But I
Yeah.
don't see like a point deduction because it doesn't give you a sporting advantage. I can understand like, okay, fine, you can't do a transfer window or something. And it's like, joke's on you. We're too broke anyways. But
I
yeah,
think from what I understand of it is it's like they went against the spirit of what the rules were. They were malicious in a sense, which went against the spirit of what the rules were trying to instate. And that's gonna be their defense, and they're gonna try to work that gray area. Of course, I don't know enough about it. Like, I'm not a lawyer, clearly. I'm not gonna know enough about this to really speak like an expert on it. But that's the angle they're gonna try to attack.
Yeah, and Anthony is chiming in saying salary maneuver shit will be fine at most. It makes even less sense than the Plus Valenza BS. Yeah,
there's still legs under this one.
There's still some legs on the salary maneuver, but I think once Dybala found out that he could be suspended, I think he's gonna stop snitching. That was funny. He's like, "Hey man, let me get my money." Which, hey, nothing wrong with him trying to get his money that he's owed, but like it's just kind of funny where like he apparently now risks a suspension, and he's like, "Oh shoot, just kidding."
Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I
and you guys mentioned on the pod, since we're on this, Real Madrid. What happened there?
Oh,
or was it Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Sorry. Yeah, the
other. Dave, my friend. So, you guys remember what happened to Juventus in 2006? What we were accused of?
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, Calciopoli. We all know that.
Max fixation, right? So, were we ever proven guilty or actually charged for max fixation?
No.
So, guess who actually legitimately got charged for it? Like, it's actually like legit, like they're in trouble for it. Barcelona. So
I haven't even talked to my buddy about this yet. I need to.
Yeah. So Barcelona charged with corruption over payments to former referees chief. So so Barcelona has been charged with corruption over payments that they have made to the vice president of Spanish football's refereeing commission. Again, this is Spanish, but they're saying that it's also leaking into UEFA as well. So Jose Maria Inquez Negeria, who held the role from 94 to 2018, is also facing corruption charges brought by the Spanish Public Prosecutor's Office, as well as their previous president, Bartomeu, who was the previous president, and then Sandro Rosell, who was the president from 2010 to 2014. So essentially what Barcelona happened was between the years of 2001 and 2018, they're being investigated for essentially what it is, guys. They paid for favorable calls. They paid for favorable referees to referee games.
That's wild that that's allowed to exist.
They did everything that we were accused of doing. And actually did it.
This is wild.
It is. It's insane.
What's the evidence? Like, what do they actually have?
They never. Oops. I don't want to pay.
Oh, I know The Athletic. Come on, The Athletic. Nobody cares,
man.
You're not even that good. Like, let's be honest. If you were good, I might consider it, but you're not even good.
So the club have not made any statements yet. It's just the Barcelona prosecutor's office hasn't released the evidence because Spain actually knows how to handle a sports trial, unlike Italy. So there's not really anything right now. So they're just saying that they have evidence, essentially, that was proven that these guys were accused of max fixing, favorable referees, having calls and stuff like that. So allegedly, from what I heard the prosecution is being led by Didier Drogba. If any of you guys get that joke, you guys get it. But if you don't, damn, I'm old as shit. But thanks, Dave. So Barcelona is in absolute deep water in regards to this. So in February 2019, I think they're talking about they're saying that they found some documents, some faxing also, as well as tax and money that was being moved. So I don't know if this is because Barcelona is doing the Super League. I have no idea. But that's actually a really good take.
That
That is a
is a good
really
take.
good take.
Yeah, just toss
Anthony
her
with just
down.
absolute super hot fire. I'm just gonna call him super hot fire Aguchi. So super hot fire Aguchi comes in saying Catalonia will split from Spain, so it'll be outside of Spanish law's jurisdiction. That's my hot take, and that ain't wrong. He ain't wrong about that.
Are they going for another round?
My dude, yeah, probably. My dude Anthony don't miss, guys. He don't miss.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually funny because a lot of people are saying now that and this is kind of like low-key kind of banter behavior from Juventini, but Juventini are like, so can Barcelona get stripped of that 2015 Champions League title and have it go back to us?
I mean, don't count on it.
Those are the same people that want Allegri burned at the stake, and you're gonna give him a Champions League.
Yeah.
Like that to me is absolutely hysterical. They're like, because one day on Twitter, they're like, yeah, Allegri out. He sucks and blah, blah, blah. And then like, oh, by the way, can we get the Champions League that Allegri coached in?
That's funny stuff.
Granted, that's low key, guys. Like, I wouldn't want that because that's that Inter bullshit.
Yeah.
That's, only Inter celebrates titles that get taken away from other teams and, given to them. So we're better than that. We're better than that, guys.
Of course.
So I kind of want to throw this one out there because I thought this was freaking hilarious. So according to Transfer News Live on Twitter, Juventus want to sign Richarlison as a replacement for Dusan Vlahovic, who is expected to leave Serie A club in the summer. Source Calcio Mercato.
That's a trash source, though.
It is a trash source. We gotta have some fun here.
Come on, because I have one. I have something from Calcio Mercato that isn't completely out of this world.
Oh yeah,
Dash just gave up.
No.
Yeah, about Danish midfielder Morten Huilmand from Lecce.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah, that just came in the news. I just threw it down because it was a new name, but I mean it's Calcio Mercato, so it's as reliable as the Richarlison take right here.
Yeah, that's funny. Why would we want a guy that can't even score?
I don't like his hair.
I don't like this guy at all as a player. He irritates me. He has one good shot in the entire World Cup, and then just like
it was a beautiful shot. It was my favorite shot in the World Cup. But that's the only thing that he's ever done that I've really appreciated. So I don't know.
It's the only thing that he's ever done that I remember him.
Yeah,
I was like, he's at Tottenham. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and I do. Sorry. Speaking of bad sources, this is where I got the whole. Here, I'll just read it out here. Background regarding the famous Kovisak card. Juventus is never mentioned. Cine only reports the cases of Atalanta, Cesena, Chievo Verona, and Perugia. The document, until now kept secret, was delivered today to the lawyers of Carabinian Paratici. That source is GDS via Around Juventus, which is it Instagram or Twitter? It's a shit source, an absolute shit source. So, well, because I mean, what is the source? It's just hearsay, essentially, right? Unless there's an actual trail.
No, I got you.
It's not unless, like, Romeo Gresti, he's got some street cred, right? Usually, what he says goes. But
yeah,
if it's just, I just don't. I don't try. Maybe I'm just like, if you listen to Sam and Adam's podcast here, the Calcio podcast, he always goes about Italians, how they don't trust like the government or the newspapers or anything. They don't trust anybody except like the hoodlums on the street, the other like wops. Because he got like that blood connection. yeah. No, I don't.
Word of the day. Wow.
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I told you we're bringing it back.
I get it, but you gotta give credit. But Sam though, low key, Sam,
I'm a stud.
It's Sam. Like Sam is the GOAT when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. He will eventually get canceled, but until then, I'm enjoying it.
Only a matter of time until you hear it. But anyways, I'm done messing around. All right. So Gaetano says, since the other teams suck, like Lazio and Inter, who lost points these days, Juve can't lose points easily against weak teams. Even against Roma, we could have at least drawn.
We could have. It was close.
Yeah. The only team that's like a freaking cheat code right now is Napoli, because like they found a way to beat Atalanta 2-0 today, and I was kind of pissed off because I was like, oh hey, halftime 2-2, they might drop, or 0-0 might drop points here, and nope.
Not today.
Apparently, Kvaratskhelia looks like freaking Diego Maradona out of nowhere. Absolutely.
Oh, easy with that reference.
I'm just saying.
Easy with it.
That's what they're calling him. Like you
I
go
know.
on Twitter, they're calling him
Cardona.
Cardona, and I'm like, oh shit.
No, I know, but like Napoli fans are allowed to do that because they're insane and they have no rationale. But we can't buy into that.
We can't, but like hopefully they do that and they choke, and then all of a sudden we're just going.
I mean, yeah, you did that for Bones, of course. That one.
I did do that for Bones. He wanted it.
Anyways,
yeah,
Bones.
And the thing is Gaetano's right, because we need to make sure that we don't drop points against.
No,
Sampdoria.
of course. No, like we can't do that. We're gonna put our best, most healthiest team forward. I believe.
Just my concern is a little bit with the alleged starting lineup. That is big worry for me.
What? Okay, let's say you got that.
I see on Twitter. I can pull FUTMob.
Oh.
I don't know what FUTMob have, but
yeah, the official is not out, of course.
Yeah,
bring that up. I'll give a cool stat here.
Okay,
the Russian hacker moves, smashes away here.
Oh, this is weird because now FUTMob and Twitter totally don't.
Oh man,
of correlate.
Of course.
Unbelievable. And whatever. Hey, go do your stuff, because remember we gotta cut the Sampdoria part so we can make its own video later. So we'll wrap up all the new segments and then we'll dive deep into Sampdoria. So
okay, I have 2 points. Then I'll just smash them out and move on. Easy.
That's what she
easy
said.
Piece. Oh, I like when it's easy. Okay, so Bremer.
Oh God.
Listen, that's inappropriate. He's an alleged rapist.
Allegedly.
No, I think he got off on that.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. So,
but anyways,
oh, is that? Yeah, I'm not supposed to say those words because YouTube doesn't like it.
Yeah.
No, that's
bad for the algorithm. We're shadow banned. So much for monetization, guys. All right, cool. I'll see ya. But anyways, carry on. We're just doing
censorship is great. I love it. Okay, so
trying to get my stand-up comedy career going here, so have a secondary career when Juve broadcasting doesn't work out. But anyways, go on, Dave.
You're more like a sit-down comic.
I am a sit-down comic because I can't freaking stand up. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. So here we go. We're doing some stand-up comedy here. Yeah.
That would be a funny bit, actually.
It actually would be funny if I just like flip the microphone and just start standing up, like take this and just point it towards the freaking ceiling and just be like, all right, guys. So, I was walking to the bar and I was just looking at this guy. And then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, do you know me? And I'm like, no. And then the guy says, I'm Bones. And I'm like, I have no bones. What are you talking about? And then I'm like, Bones from YouTube. And I'm like, oh, man. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go with that.
You're going to have to.
I need to hang out with Sam more.
You're going to have to work on that for sure.
I got to hang out with Sam more. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, Arsenal, man, everyone is going off after everyone.
Yeah, Arsenal goes after everyone. Arsenal's like that nerdy kid that just finally started making 6 figures, and then now is like going to the bar and flexing his bank account at chicks. And
but he's 35.
Really? Yeah.
When they're like 35 and they finally get cool.
Yeah, when they finally get cool. That's what Arsenal is. Like Arsenal's that person that finally makes a buck and then like they're finally cool, so then they're going to the bar and like, oh, I'm sorry, I totally just dropped my ATM receipt that has all of my money in my checking account there for you. So hey, by the way, I'm Arsenal. Can I buy you this?
So you know who did that for real? I actually just learned this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was on a TikTok.
No, like an actual person. He's an engineer. You'd love him.
Engineers hate engineers, Dave. We hate each other.
But DeLorean, John. I think John is his name. John DeLorean, the guy that made the car, Back to the Future.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he worked. Yeah, but so he was a GM engineer.
Okay.
And he was an engineer, so he's a nerd, and he didn't have any friends or anything. But he was a brilliant engineer and made all these brilliant cars. He was behind a bunch of muscle cars back in the '60s and whatnot. And all of a sudden, he got all this money and fame because he was making sports cars and all this stuff. And he was like a 35-year-old nerd that finally made a few $100,000. And that's exactly what happened. He was just like this obnoxious old guy.
And then those guys get heartbroken and then they like go into YouTube and they start looking up like the red pill content and just lose their mind. But oh man, that's funny. But anyways, Bones wants to know, will I be wearing socks? Yes, I will be wearing socks. And then Gaetano says, even if Arsenal are first in the Premier League, in my opinion, City will win the Premier League in the end. Yeah,
I hope not. I hope not.
it's going to. It's inevitable. Like
I hope
at this point, Manchester City is like Thanos. Like they go in, like think of the Premier League as the Infinity Stones. They get the Infinity Stones, but the Champions League is like, the Infinity, like essentially the Avengers, because everybody in the Champions League just finds a way to go against them.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. All right,
I
great.
have no idea what. At least I
Anyways.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, City's gonna win the. I think City's got way more depth than Arsenal. And then
No, they do.
They do. It's just it's
but
inevitable.
they're just the English PSG, so that's also inevitable.
Yeah, so they're good for leagues, terrible for Champions Leagues. PSG.
Man, that's amazing. I didn't even get through any of the points. This is supposed to be like a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am, slap her on the tush. And we talked about conspiracies again.
We didn't slap her on the tush, we grabbed the tush.
And now we're getting canceled.
I know.
Again.
Damn it.
Man. I wonder how long it takes. How many bad words do you have to say to get canceled? We'll find out eventually.
We'll find out once we get into YouTube Partner, we can actually monitor that crap. It'll be like at minute 45, second 32, subscript 3 dash said sweaty poppy crap. I was gonna say something else, but no. Anyways, go on. Your banger points.
With Bremer on the field, Juve concedes less than 1 goal per game. 26 cashed in 28 matches. I love the flourish on the word sometimes. It's fun. The Brazilian is first for duels won, 64%, and is the defender who has scored the most goals in Serie A in the last 4 years. Arbitrarily picked 4. I don't know why. At 13. That's from Mork92. That's a fairly reputable source. So it's an all right one. It's an okay.
Gotcha.
But those are just stats. So I mean, I believe it.
Gaetano says, "Will Pogba play?" We'll get to that. From some projected lineups, he's not on there, so we'll see.
Okay, so this is the last point, because I'll tell you one person who is not playing tomorrow, and that's for Sampdoria, and that is Odero, the goalkeeper. So we're either going to see the young guy or the old guy. So that's my last news point. Let's move on. Pre-game. Dash. Hit it.
Oh, I was going to answer this comment before we started. But anyways, so Anthony is talking about City because I think the comment didn't load in time. He says they're not going to win the Champions League. They're not very impressive. I've watched them, honestly. Today they were crap. Lucky Howland penalty. It says a lot about the team like Arsenal competing with them. Also, Liverpool just taking a dump. They lost 1-0 against Bournemouth as well.
Come on. I put money on them.
Why would you put money on Liverpool?
Because it was Bournemouth.
Yeah, but have you not seen how trash they've been this season?
Have you not seen how trash Bournemouth is?
Apparently not as trashy as Liverpool. Like Liverpool is like Walmart trash bag, and then like Bournemouth is like Glad Hefty bag. They're both trash, but the Walmart one rips easier.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Yeah. Note to self, guys. Dave is terrible at parlays. That's why you got to ask Zach. Okay. So now we're going to hit the transition button because we're going to cover the pregame of the pregames. We're going to do the
You don't have
I do have
you don't have a transition. Do you have a transition button?
That is technically. Or fine. You know what? You want me to be even more professional? Here we go, guys. Boom. All right. We got some breaking news. Alrighty, Juventus plays Sampdoria tomorrow at because it is daylight savings time in the Western Hemisphere, 3:45 our time, which is still 8:45 your guys' time. It's just we get 1 hour less than you guys. So
they're smarter. They don't flip flop. We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know. We're dumb.
That's insane.
But so we're going to be playing at home tomorrow. So I've got the FOT mob that I've got pulled up here. So the alleged lineup for tomorrow. So we know for sure that it's going to be Perin in goal. He is the confirmational nod in goal. With Alexandro out, they are moving Danilo as a left center back, with Bonucci playing the anchor center back, with the pylon playing on the right center back position. I love that. I'm using it. And then we have Kostic on the left wing back position, followed by Rabiot, Paredes, Fagioli, and Cuadrado. And then we have Sule behind Vlahovic. Up against, which I guess they're saying that Raviglia is starting for Sampdoria. And then we have the Walmart version of Zanioli. Zanioli.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. That's so funny. And then we have Njojktic. And then we have Amione, and then we've got Leris Winks, Rincon, Oguelo, I think that's right. And then
Yeah.
Cusiance,
enough.
Grabiadini, and Hesse starting for Sampdoria. On Twitter, Mateus Pug is saying 3-5-1-1 with Perin, Gatti, Bonucci, Bremer. This is weird because Bremer's supposed to be rested. Deschilio, Locatelli, Paredes, Fagioli, Illing Jr., Moretti, Vlahovic.
Not even the same thing.
From Di Marzo. Yeah. So I wonder if Romeo Agresti actually has it here.
Gaetano was saying not. So I don't know if the latest.
Yeah, so Romeo, I don't think Romeo has it posted. No, he does not. So negative. So we'll move back over to the FOP mob. But moving down, Dave, you want to read the insights? I'm going to be back real quick.
The insights. He just left me. He just left me. Oh my. Okay. Well, he has control of the.
I'm just kidding.
Back.
I'm back.
He's back.
No, it's just the thing that I was hearing some beeping noise. I'm like, what the hell is beeping?
Oh, your alarm system again?
Yeah. I'm like, did someone just come in already? Jeez, guys, I'm getting robbed. Sorry, but just kidding. All right. So reading some comments here. So,
if you get robbed on a stream, that makes the news, and then your channel gets. We should set up us getting robbed on stream.
Yeah, let me call Lucas real quick. Hey, Lucas, you want to come rob me real quick so we can, do it for clout?
Oh, that'd be funny. You just get the shotgun in the background. You just like
come in like Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn, little kids. But all right, so moving on to the insights before we get too distracted here. So Juventus ranked 6th in goals scored per match at 1.6. We've kept the most clean sheets in the competition at 15. Juve have not lost to Sampdoria in their last 8 meetings. 7 wins, 1 draw. The draw was the famous hexagon formation at the beginning of the year. Sampdoria is ranked 20th in goals scored per match at 0.4 goals. So that means their offense is absolute dog water. They have not scored in their last 2 matches, have not won a match in the last 10 attempts. So
they are dead last. Let's just say it as it is.
Yeah, as Dave would say it, they are dead last. At 25 matches played, they're at 20th place with a goal differential of -28 with 12 points. If we want to get into some real specifics here, we can go on to the full table.
Can you believe that we've given them like 8% of their points this year?
I know. We're an absolute disgrace, guys. Put it on Twitter. So kind of going over the Samp's only scored 11 goals this season, and they have conceded 39. So Juve's got to be licking their chops on this one.
Keane, man, this would have been a perfect Keane one, but he can't, of course, because he's suspended.
Yeah, he decided to channel his inner Karate Kid on Mancini's butt.
Whatever, I love it.
So, their recent result was a 0-0 draw against Salernitana. They lost 1-0 against Lazio, lost 2-1 against Bologna. They drew against Inter, and they drew against Monza. This one, they're going to put 10 players back in the box, easy. They are going to camp, for sure. And the one thing is I'm very curious, and Gaetano, our good friend Gaetano, has covered this as well. Rabiot was on a yellow card.
Yeah, but Inter's a Copa. Does that transfer? It's a different tournament.
No, we're playing Inter next week.
Yeah, but that's in the Copa, is it not?
No, season.
Did I have that fucked up?
Yeah.
Let me check.
I might have my games goofed, my friend.
Okay. Maybe I'm just confused with all the other teams. Yeah, okay. I'll go correct myself. Continue.
So Sampdoria has actually played or held teams quite well on the defensive end recently. Because, like, for example, I'm not going to even use Salernitana. I'll use Inter.
That's okay. So here it is. March 19th is Inter, but then April 4th is Inter again in the Copa. That's what it is.
Yeah, we get them back. I think it's right after the break. So, kind of looking at these stats against Sampdoria, Inter. So, Inter, 25 shots, 1 big chance, and they just apparently can't score to save their lives. Really no big chances, 7 shots. They're not really creating much. Again, like if you look at the shot chart here, Inter just peppers them with shots. Sampdoria, not really that many. So assuming this is going to follow suit again, they're going to probably do the same thing as well against us. Looking at some other statistics or another match that Sampdoria did against the top 4 team is Lazio, who apparently can't win today, which is pretty freaking hilarious. So moving down as well. So looking at the statistics here. So Lazio with 15 shots, 8 off target, 4 on target, and was able to get 1-0 at home against Sampdoria. Oscar's coming in. Oscar's like, thank God they're finally doing an earlier show.
I was thinking about, she was like, Oscar, I haven't seen you in such a long time.
Because
You're
we've
out
been
in
streaming late.
yeah, you're out in Denmark. I mean, we got to give some love to our European folks. So here it is. Love is out. Thanks for joining.
Exactly. So he owes me some raspberry-filled Danishes, by the way. So looking at the shot chart again, definitely conceding a lot of shots. It's just we got to convert. So the thing is like my concern, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is Freiburg, we won. Yes, 1-0. But we had 20 shots. Only one went in. And if I really want to be really petty, because Gaetano is asking and saying, I hope that Dusan scores, and I do hope that Dusan scores and finds the back of the net as well, because I kind of want to show you guys something. And it's some stats, because we never really did a post-Freiburg show, in theory. So did we?
I mean, in a sense, we did an extra 20-minute hot off the game, and then you guys had the pod, so
yeah.
Come on, you don't want us to repeat ourselves.
No. But I couldn't show this on the pod, whereas like I can show this here. So
sure.
Look at the stats here with Freiburg, guys. 20 shots, 8 off target, 6 on target, 6 of them were blocked, but still 20 shots this match. Look at, if I were to go here, I can individually pull who takes shots. So like for example, Di Maria, two total shots, 1 was a goal, and again he's a winger. Per se. So if we look at our number 9, and this isn't me cooking Dusan, but I'm kind of cooking.
You're sizzling him.
This was a free kick. These were 2 shots that he had. Only 2 shots. In a game that we had 20 shots, he only had 2. He's got to do better.
Yep.
Because like for example, if I look at Rabiot had more shots than Dusan. Open play shots, not the free kick. Rabiot had 3 shots. Quadrado had 3 shots. The best
more.
Again, Kostic, he's a left wing back. He's got more shot.
And typically he plays a little higher up to get those crosses in as well. Like he's supposed to be getting less shots, you know.
Right. Again, Locatelli in the box taking shots. The thing is like the one thing that I kind of want to illustrate is like they're all taking shots in the box. Like maybe the thing is Quadrado shoots from the stands though. It's funny. I love Anthony, man. Like Anthony's got like the best comments ever. But like the thing that I kind of want to illustrate though is like there's got to be a reason why players are deferring passing Dusan the ball and taking shots. Because like for example, Rabiot and Locatelli shouldn't be taking shots inside the box, in my opinion, unless it's a header. If they're taking a shot with their foot, that means he's either quadruple covered or he's just not finding a way to get open. Because like if I start looking at defenders and I have more shots from defenders, so like for example, Danilo, I don't even think I don't think he didn't take any shots. Okay. So like for example, let's see Bremer real quick. So Bremer had a shot and that was a header.
Yeah.
But like for example, let's see how many shots Moretti had. He had 1 shot in the box as well, or on the edge of the box. So I'm kind of looking at it where it's like I don't know how to explain the Dusan issue. Like I really don't.
He needs a mental coach or something. I don't know.
I don't know if he's like mentally out of it or not, but like for example, Chiesa 1 shot in the box got blocked. Moise Kean,
he didn't play much either.
No, Moise Kean had the 1 shot that missed. But like I don't understand. It's just like I'm super confused because it's like, and you guys are saying it as well. Like he's being crowded by defenders, and Anthony's saying Vlahovic is always crowded by defenders. He's been so stagnant, whether it's the attacking moves or whether it's him not finding space, but he always seems to have at least 3 defenders on him.
Yeah, he just stands there in front of him.
Because the thing is like, so like let's kind of be objective here. Let's not, let's take the Allegri sucks as a coach and Dusan sucks as a player, and let's throw that out the window. I'm looking at other players. So, like, for example, you guys ever play pickup footy, and your striker, your forward, doesn't move whatsoever and doesn't anticipate a run or an open space? Because the thing is the only time you see Rabiot, Moretti, Cuadrado, and Kostic take shots is because they can't find this guy. Because if I look at touches as well, because if we were to break it down here, let's see how many touches he had. 31 touches. And then 1 out of 3 for shot accuracy, 2 for 2 successful dribbles. So, like, touches, I don't know what FotMob is considering a touch, but, like, okay, he had 31. Let's see how many touches Di Maria had. 77. And they're in the same position. It's a 3-5-2. So he had 77 touches. How many touches did Kostic have? And again, this isn't me trying to go into Dusan, but like Kostic 28 was a lot more effective on the ball with his 28 touches than Dusan's 31. Let's look at Rabiot. Rabiot shouldn't have that many touches. If he has more touches so he had more touches than Dusan. And Rabiot's more of a defensive cover midfielder. He's essentially a walking enforcer. Locatelli is going to have a lot more just because the position he plays. 68 touches, yeah. But the thing is, and so Anthony, that's a good point that you say that Di Maria drops down to receive the ball. Because the thing is usually when you have two strikers like that, one drops to receive the ball to free the other one up.
But he's not freeing himself up.
Yeah, it's like a 1-2 punch. Because like the thing is when you look at Dusan and Di Maria, I kind of see Lukaku and Lautaro. Because that's kind of what they did. Because like, for example, Lukaku would hold up the post, Lautaro would pass him the ball. And then he kind of moves, and they kind of move from there. I just don't see, like, is it just me, guys, or does Vlahovic not have chemistry with his players?
Yeah, he may not.
Like, can we like sit here and think about that for a minute? Like, is there no chemistry between him and the guys? Because, like, for example, if we're all agreeing that he's stagnant, and then it's like, for example, Di Maria drops down because, again, Di Maria is the support striker. The support striker is supposed to drop down, receive the ball, look for the main guy. So it's a bunch of things where I just think the whole Dusan, like, it's like there's way too many things where we can sit here and say, oh, it's Allegri's tactics. Oh, it's Dusan. There's so many other things. And it's just, I always find it interesting. And like the Freiburg game really kind of highlighted it for me. I don't know if I'm tripping or not.
No, I don't know. He's having a really rough go at things right now. I don't know if it's, and you guys did talk about it on the podcast. I don't know if it's worth beating the horse so much. It was a great podcast, honestly. Just listen to it if you haven't. Oscar's coming hot in off the podcast, he was saying. But yeah, I think nagging injury, maybe a little bit of the mental game. And when you have an injury, the mental game is a lot harder to play as well, of course. So
no, of course.
Maybe it's a bit that, because we've seen him do a lot better. And we just posted that short up, I think it was yesterday, that offside he had against Fiorentina. That was like, was it an offside? It's just where the data points of the VAR are actually taken. It was one of those, like, it could have been a goal, you know, and we wouldn't be talking about this right now. So I'm not overly concerned. Obviously, there's that bit.
I'm just curious, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, give it a couple more games. Give it to the international break. Let's see if he picks something up before then. And yeah, the international breaks. We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if he gets called up for Serbia. I kind of want to watch him play in the Serbia games and see if there's like a difference. So Oscar, yeah, because Oscar's asking that. Is that the same problems? We'll find out this international break if he gets the call up. So Anthony's coming in with Lukaku is a good springboard for that kind of formation. Perfect for Lukaku. Dusan doesn't have, or for Lautaro, he says, because he corrects it in the next one, says Dusan doesn't have the same skill set as Lukaku. Dusan would thrive in a formation being flanked by wingers. But the thing is Dusan was being touted as a number 9 that can do hold up play when we got him from the transfer. Yeah. And the thing is, and that's one of those things, because I agree with you, because he needs to be flanked by wingers, because Dusan, if you look at all of his Fiorentina goals or his clips or his tapes from there, a lot of Dusan's goals are essentially him getting the ball and hitting the ball on the run, per se. where it's like, for example, you see how he scores those chips with us, where he kind of just redirects a pass. Like, for example, the Fiorentino goal that you were talking about is
Yeah,
a
that's
through ball.
exactly it. Yeah.
It's a through ball. He dinks it in. Like the same goal he got against Hellas Verona, his debut match for Juventus, was a lofted ball from Dybala, and he just dinks it over. So, like, he's one of those players, but the problem is you don't pay 85 or 80 million for a guy that can only do one skill set.
No.
He's got to, you got to have other things as well. And again, he's being touted. Essentially, he's being compared to Robert Lewandowski back then. I don't know if he still is now.
I haven't heard that, no.
But yeah, back then they were saying that he has a similar play style, but again, things change. But I find it's kind of interesting. And then Anthony says, yeah, I never saw him like that. He was always rushing the box, being helped by a wing play, rarely back to goal. Yeah, again, it kind of goes to our point where we're saying that essentially the ball has to be moving in front of him towards the net for him to get that touch, that redirect.
He needs to mature in the sense that he can't expect to be played as the center guy in a trident in a 4-3-3.
The problem is
that's not the situation. He's got to adapt.
The problem is everyone's scouted him now because he's at Juventus.
Everyone,
you're under more observation. So I'm sure they've all figured it out at this point, and that's one of the issues. Because, like, for example, Higuain could change his game essentially. Higuain could play back to goal, or he could play on the move or through. And and I'm not a big Higuain fan, but like Higuain knew how to adjust his strides and adjust his game. Like he knew how to do it. And Dusan's 23 years old. He still has time to essentially adjust.
Higuain was a bit older.
Yeah, Higuain was a finished product. So I think, and also like for Juventini to understand too, like a lot of the strikers that we had in the last 10 years, most of them were finished products.
And Morata was a finished product, and he still had his issues as well.
Yeah. Because, like, for example, look at our main guys. Tevez, finished product. And I don't mean finished as in they were garbage. I mean, like, developed, fully developed. Mandzukic, developed. Ronaldo, developed. Higuain, developed. So, like, those guys were developed strikers. Where it's like Dusan, it's the price tag is what's kind of overshadowing the poor kid. Because, again, it's his price tag. He still has time to improve. He can still improve and he can still grow. It's the issue. And the reason why the fan base is turning against him or is toxic towards him is because of that price tag. Because, like, for example, think about it, guys. You go on Twitter and everyone's saying, sell this guy and buy a left back and a right back. I'm sure he sees that. And I'm sure it's messing with him.
Oh, yeah, it does.
So, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, the price tag is what, unfortunately, is going to drag this poor guy down if he doesn't find his way out of it.
Well, that's part of playing at a top team. You gotta get the mental game, and hopefully he gets that. And yes, Gaetano here. I don't understand why the players who know how to cross. I don't understand why, with the players who know how to cross in the area, and with Dusan and attack, we don't make more crosses. I would say we make a lot of crosses.
We make a lot of crosses. The problem is Dusan misreads them a lot. Again, look at Freiburg. Was either too early or too late to some of those crosses.
I mean, how many crosses has Kostic put into Di Maria?
I can actually pull that up. So if we look against Freiburg, we had two crosses and 2 long balls from Kostic. And then Gaetano saying we often throw longs without playing the wings. I should probably pull his comment up. We often throw long balls without playing on the wings where we could create more important actions against Freiburg. We made crosses and we scored. Yeah, we did. And it's just the thing is again, you got to find someone at the end of the cross. Like, for example, Di Maria read that cross from Kostic perfectly and got it.
Yeah, and what we end up doing is missing or misplacing, whether it's the passer or the striker's fault. It switches up. But it's the finished product that we're not really getting. The chances are there. We're creating those chances. And I even mentioned that during the Freiburg watch along that, man, we're throwing so many crosses in. We're getting so close, but we're just not getting on the end of them. Either because, Vlahovic misread or, Cuadrado just put it in too heavy, whatever it was. And then finally, Kostic just nailed one. And Di Maria's header was amazing as well. Bam, there's the goal. It's almost like we're spamming the crosses, and eventually one will go in. So I say I'll counter that. We're saying we're doing too many crosses, and not that I shouldn't say that because
so
I like the amount of crosses we're doing, but we're doing a lot of them.
We had 5, not including corner kicks. We had 5 crosses against Freiburg. And then including corners, that goes up to 8.
So I don't think
crosses.
I think it's the finishing that we got to work on.
It's got to be the finishing. And then Anthony says, sell him, and then what? Play Keane, who can't score in a whorehouse.
We would obviously buy somebody else.
Yeah. No, it's Juve Twitter, Anthony, man. Like, they just make takes, dude. Don't kill the messenger, man. I'm just messaging. I'm just relaying the message, man. My hands are up. And then Bone says, like you also said, Keane's goals are ugly and cheesy, but he's fine. That's the thing, man. Keane is a player that's kind of like the demonstration of just succeeds. You don't even know how he just succeeds. Like, for example, the goal against Spezia absolutely shanks the ball and it still goes into the net. He's just got that.
And that's a good call from Anthony. Di Maria was free because Dusan moved defenders away from the center of the box, though. His one good movement of the game and winning that free kick.
Yeah. So that was interesting because, like, I saw his positioning on that one where Di Maria kind of cut in and went underneath him, and like Dusan stopped, I think, like 3 or 4 feet before. I don't know. It's semantics on that one, but yeah, because Dusan had a center back on his top shoulder, and then the one there, and then Di Maria was able to slide in between the left center back and the right or left back, and put a belter of a header. But yeah. Anyways, I think we got segued into talking to Dusan more so than we talked about Sampdoria.
We did. That's all right. That's I think we want to keep this one to about an hour anyways, the weekend ones, I mean, you got to have a weekend eventually.
As I say, we're always making content and we're always working. It's like, when do we ever?
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it, really.
All right, guys. Match predictions for Samp. What are you guys thinking? What do you think?
Get that Dave? In. 3-0. Let's go Vlahovic. Okay. Who else is going to be coming on? Locatelli. Locatelli's getting one.
Kenan Yildiz gets a goal. That's what you're saying?
No.
I wonder if he actually got. I wonder if he officially got called up.
I haven't heard anything yet. Quadrado. There you go. Your turn.
So you got Quadrado, Locatelli, and Vlahovic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Sule gets a goal.
Okay.
If the lineup is accurate or Sule plays, I think Sule scores.
Yeah, but see, I've not hedged my bets on anything being accurate there. So
yeah, I get you. I think Sule gets a goal.
All right.
I think we might win this one 2-0. So I'm gonna say Sule, and then probably a Rabiot header.
Rabiot, nice. Okay. Get your predictions in as well. What's he saying here, Anthony?
Come on, man.
Just because it's way too confident we will win. It makes too much sense that we will win this game. 1-1 or 1-2, Samp. Okay. Whatever.
This is what it is. Vibes. Come on, man. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. No, I hope not. There's no excuse to lose tomorrow.
No,
really isn't.
There's absolutely no excuse. You know who we forgot to mention who could potentially score is Pogba, but
yeah, I still don't know how many minutes he's going to get. They're not going to give him any if they don't have to, I don't think.
No, I think this is a perfect game to give up minutes.
We'll see. We'll see how ready he is.
Yeah, I would be shocked if he doesn't get like a good chunk of minutes this game.
I wouldn't. Why? Why at this point? Why would he be shocked?
Well, I mean, unless he shows up late to the team meeting, but
yeah, you just never know with them. But that being said, the schedule for the next few days. Tomorrow, the Twitch watch along. Me and Dash are going to be there. So if you don't know, twitch.tv/Juventus. Easy. It's right there. Or just go to Twitch, type in Juventus. You will find us there. We start half hour before the match start for a pregame. And we stick around for another 5 minutes or so afterwards. It's a good 2 hour 45 minute stream. So check us out there as well. Talk Juve on Mondays on Twitch as well. So I still haven't confirmed. You haven't heard from Beppe, right? Because Europe doesn't change time, but we do.
No, we texted him. He hasn't gotten back to us yet. But
it's either going to be 9 p.m. Eastern time or 10 p.m. Eastern time. But regardless, it's going to be 3 a.m. Central European time.
Yeah, it's going to be more so for the Western Hemisphere, but
which is why we need to figure out the Western Hemisphere time zones.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
So yeah, we'll be there, and then I think Tuesday we'll probably film a double take video. Wednesday we'll do a Freiburg pre-video, and then I think I don't know if we can do a watch along for that one because it's at 1:45.
Oh no, I'm home.
Oh, you're home?
Oh, we're doing it.
Oh, you're doing it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah,
and Gaetano, just quickly, like we said, if we win, we'll be in second. He says that every press conference. He always says that we have those extra 15 points. So just don't look too far into it.
Yeah, don't look. Well, I don't know, because he said
he's been saying it since it's happened. Come on.
He said we've earned 50. He said we've earned 50 points.
Yeah, we've earned 50.
So him saying that we'll be in second, I don't know if that's a translation issue or a translation error.
He's hyping the team. He's hyping the team.
I think he's hyping the team up because especially with the new documents. You know, it's funny. I didn't even read the Allegri press conference notes. How much of a terrible host am I?
No, I mean there's not that much into it.
I don't think there wasn't really that much anyways.
Yeah. Let's not beat that horse. We'll go over it again. We go through it anyways on the Twitch tomorrow. We go through the whole presser. We go through the whole Juve shebang, pregame, match room, all that jazz. So yeah, catch us there. Catch us there on Monday. So the game is Thursday, right? So that means we're gonna probably. Is there a pod? Are they working on a pod?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to get the guys for a podcast. We'll just have to see which one, whether it's gonna be Rav or Chris.
Yeah, we'll work on that. But regardless, Wednesday for a pregame, Thursday for the watch along, and then we'll have to do a post game. We might do the same thing like Saturday night, right?
Probably
do a pre-post, something like that.
Yeah,
so that's the weekend.
Cover Inter. That's gonna be fun.
Yes, Inter. That's gonna be a big weekend actually.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and then guys, double take. Remember, we look at what the most trending topic on the internet is. We've been kind of talking about Freiburg for the past 2. So if you guys got anything that you want us to do a video on
about that, let me know because it's back in the news, particularly with women's soccer in Canada. Is that something you guys have been following? Anything you guys are interested in? If that you want that covered, it's about getting fair pay or getting paid. In the Canadian girls' case, they haven't been paid at all, even though that they won the Olympics and have done better than the males team. So there's a bit of controversy there. And Julia Grosso is one of those ladies. One of our Juventus ladies is also one of them Canadian ladies that is in the mix there in the news. So let us know if that is a thing. If not, then I'll go fuck myself and do something else.
We'll make a video roasting Dybala. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but that's
I kind of want to, for a double take, I actually want to get Rav and have like a Dybala video. That's actually would be an interesting video.
Lucas is a big fanboy. You'd have to get that Dybala person too.
Yeah, I should, huh? But no, because so I was talking with Rav and he was telling me about some Dybala stuff where there might be some stuff that I didn't even know about that happened with him. Because I was kind of talking and I told Rav and I'm like, part of me feels like Di Maria, and I'm gonna throw this to you guys as well, viewers. I was like, Di Maria to me seems like what Dybala should have became.
Sure.
Like as a player. I'm not saying like doing stuff for Juventus, but I'm saying like, for example, if you look at Di Maria's career, like Di Maria was just like that left-footed absolute monstrosity.
But he was a bit more of a quiet professional. He never tried to take the limelight, where Dybala was more concerned about being the superstar.
Yeah. Because like the thing is for me, like when I kind of like lost my shit towards Dybala was like when he told Agnelli that he wanted 20 million a season. And I'm like, dude, you choked in the Champions League final against Real Madrid. Like, what? So I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
And thanks for the shout out, Anthony. If you're still here, you might have head out. But Anthony's giving us the thanks. I guess we have to thank you too. Because otherwise we'd be talking to ourselves, which I know we probably do a lot anyways.
Hey, and thanks for being super active on the chat, man.
That was good. It's a good night.
Good content. But anyways, we got to hit the music. Everyone's kind of getting ready to peter out. We're getting ready to peter out.
Oh, the music's playing.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Juve Camp News pregame show with Dave and Dash. Dave turned the music down a little bit just so I don't hear myself talk. Anyways, guys, we're close to the monetization. We're close to being YouTube partners. So again, if you can just share the videos to your friends, especially the podcast, the double takes, help get our watch hours up a little bit. Do some likes as well. Get some comments, get some interactions with you guys as well, just so we can get some more views on this suckers. But anyways, guys, thanks to you guys. We're, surely upward and onward. We're going to the top. So we'll see you guys. Have a good night, and we'll catch you tomorrow on Twitch.
That sounded like an Air Force recruiting pitch. That was a little lame, but that's why we love you, right?
I want you to join the Turin Giants.
Guys, we love you all. Thanks for joining. Catch us on the Twitch tomorrow and later in the week as well. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.